Look, I can't really. It's no different than any other game for me as far as getting prepped and everything. I've been pumped this whole tournament. It's been survive and advance for us every single game. So I think that kind of mindset might have helped. But yeah.
And you guys came out and shot, I think it was 57% from the floor. You were able to get inside. What made you guys so effective inside? What kind of pain in the first half?
I think just having poise and being calm at the ball, and obviously Devin helped us a lot, hitting some big shots. But I think we were patient, and coaches harped on it all year, and I know the boys are going to do a great job next year. We were sharing the ball and everything, so I think if we do that, and I know the boys will do it next year, I know this hurts. I think if they play like that, nothing's going to stop them.
You talk about this being your senior year. You spoke about how you guys kind of survived and advanced this whole tournament. What does it mean to you as a senior that your teammates kind of fought for you guys your senior year and did that survive and advance thing?
Massive, of course. I love my team. We're all brothers. We all play for each other, and it's big. I couldn't have asked for a better team to be around, and better people, better coaches to have my back. And I know we're out right now, but I've loved the ride, and it just hurts a lot right now.
Yeah, the first thing, obviously, congratulate a very good Huntsville team that is extremely well coached and, very resilient, played extremely well. We just couldn't keep them out of paint. And, that's we're not the only team that's had a tough time keeping them out of paint. But just take my hat off to them, and then I'm so proud of this group. I think we had every opportunity. I thought that there in the second half, they physically just beat the daylights out of Devin. He had, everywhere he went, somebody was holding, grabbing, pushing, shoving, and that's part of the deal. He's played through that before. And I thought we settled at times and took some shots that weren't great shots for us. And what happened is we end up playing their game. And when you start playing their game, now you're in trouble. But there's a big reason for that, and that's because of what they do. So, we take our hat off to them. I'm as proud of this group as I could be. I'm hoping there's some grace that will slip into the tournament somehow. I think we certainly deserve it, but we know we're right there on the bubble, and win tonight probably would have got us in, but losing, who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. But for us to get in the tournament would mean more for me to have the opportunity to coach this group for another week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it might be, because there's such a great group of people to be around. The camaraderie in our hotel, on campus, in our building, on the court is phenomenal. This has really been a special group to coach. And, when they talk to you about loving their brother, they're being sincere about that. Questions?
Coach, you guys got up big early. What made you guys so effective, kind of opening them up? Devin was active early. Devin was active early. It seemed like everything was working. What made it go early?
I thought we did a really good job of executing our offense, and we exposed their defense early on. I thought they adjusted and really stacked the lane, and we didn't do as well once they adjusted and had the lane outnumbered on us. But I thought the big part of this game really wasn't about offense. It was about our ability to defend them. And, again, give them all the credit in the world for what they did.
Coach, I think that 2-minute mark where everything kind of swung in the first half, what kind of happened there in terms of momentum that you saw, and how did you kind of try to weather that going into the second half?
I thought we came out of it really good. Despite a technical foul called on us that I'm still trying to figure out what happened. The second one, I know why they called the first one, and then why we're told later that we should have called another one on Huntsville, but we didn't. I don't know what that's all about, but that's neither here nor there. But I thought we came through it really good. To be down 7 or be up 7 going into the second half. If you'd have told me before the game we could be up 7 going into the second half, I'd have felt really good about that.
Devin, that first half was probably about as good of a first half as you've had in your career. You've had a pretty good career. What made you what gave you that spark? Because it seemed like you had a different type of fire when you came out in the first half.
Just being locked in. I mean, we've been watching film, we've practiced, we've walked through, so I knew what we needed to do on both ends of the court, and I just came out and I was mentally ready to go. So I feel like that was a big part, and the shots were falling. That's just pretty much it.
For you, when shots start falling, is it kind of like an avalanche effect where one goes in, you just kind of start feeling it and everything's feeling good?
At times, yeah. I mean, if I hit my first 2 shots, I feel pretty good about myself. So I hit my first 3, I felt really good about myself. So, and I mean, I was just ready to, I was locked in and I was ready to go.
And at times this season, when that happens for you, you just kind of let things go. But it seemed like the offense was running really well for you. You're getting your teammates involved. Is that probably the best you've played?
I don't think it is on either end of the court, but I mean, in the first half, offense wasn't stagnant. We weren't just standing, so we were moving, passing the ball around, and we exposed our defense, like Coach said. We were getting to the lane, and I think that was a big part, just moving the ball 5 or 6 passes possession and then getting a shot. So I think that was a big part.
What do these group of seniors mean to you? This run, this team, this group.
Everything. When I first got here, Declan, Z, and Jack were here, and I kind of just followed their footsteps and listening to them, and it's been awesome playing with them these past 3 years, and I'll never forget each and every one of them. So.
What's the biggest thing you've learned from that group?
Never give up on yourself or never get your head down. Jack's he's encouraging us all the time. He's a little hard on himself sometimes, and he needs encouragement as well. So, and I feel like Deck, he always comes to practice bringing everything he has to the game. He's always going to give you everything he's got. And Z's he's like a energizer. He kind of like comes off and gives you energy, and I'm definitely going to miss that my next year here.
What does this group mean to you? This group of seniors that hopefully have another chance to play?
Well, this was our initial group that we brought in when we took the job, and they've been stalwarts through their entire career. And I've said this many times, but we talk about the term student athlete, and they epitomize that term student athlete. They all 3 of them are outstanding students. Declan and Jack are both over 3.75, 3.8. Both will graduate this spring. Zelvin will graduate next fall. They're integral parts of our campus and our community. And our community's gotten to know them because of the 4 years that they've spent at Delta State. And that's the way I think you build a basketball program, with guys that are going to be around for 4 years that people get to know as people. It's one of the great things about Division II. Our fans, our community have hands-on with these guys and get a chance to really get to know them. From a personal standpoint, these 3 guys have been, we've experienced the last 3 years, have been tremendous. We've got a regular season championship. We've went to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament. We've had a heck of a ride this year, and hopefully, again, we get a couple more out of it, if not several. But so from a basketball standpoint, they've been an absolute pleasure to coach. And all 3 of them, I don't know that I've had a group in my 30 years that have worked as hard on a daily basis to improve. Certainly Jack came in as a starter. Zelvin has played quite a bit throughout his freshman, sophomore year, and started during his junior and senior year. Declan's probably the one that I'm the most proud of. We had to bring him in and get him going, but he's been tremendous, and I don't know what we're going to do without him next year, because he's just not only done a great job for our team on the court, but he's been a tremendous ambassador off the floor. Any other questions?
Of course, I've been here 4 years, and I've gotten to know Coach, and whenever you hear about Coach from the outside, it's always defined by wins and losses. And, this year was big for him. He got his 400th D2 win and his 500 win. But, there's so much more to the man than wins and losses. And, I love Coach. I know he loves me. It's part of the reason why it hurts so much, and he's mentored me, and I've learned so much through him. And so I don't think, obviously doesn't get the credit that he does being a man because everyone's so focused on the wins and the losses. But he's a great man. And, I wouldn't expect anything less from him that he said that, It's just his character. But it just hurts a lot at the moment. But I love everyone in my team. I love everything about the 4 years. I couldn't have asked for a better 4 years.